But the issue I wanted to stay on here is about national security, preservation of life, and the role of a president as defined in the Constitution of Kenya and as understood by the rule of law. I want to give an example which is very clear in everybody's mind. The Ebola crisis that has hit West Africa. You know, if you were to ask many people are emotional about Ebola, but they're not logical. And in philosophy, you've got to have something called logic and reason, rationale. Now, a president dealing with such an epidemic would want the world to come together as one, to be able to conquer a virus that can kill anybody. It's borderless. It does not know any West African. It does not know any British, any American. It has killed people all over the world. I'm very sorry from the school of thought that Senator Khalwale comes from. As a senior leader in this country, he refuses to understand that terror is not homegrown. Terror is not unique to Kenya or to Uhuru's presidency. Terror is in the streets of London. It is in Tel Aviv, in Jerusalem. It is in America at 9/11. It is, Jeff, I'm sorry to say, in our churches. I'm sorry to tell you, terror was in South Africa and Mandela was jailed because of terror. And I want you to understand that you are dealing with people who decide their life is worthless and they will kill other people. And when people make such decisions that are not rational, that are not logical, and they attack the nation called Kenya. Yes, you want political power, and I understand ODM is impatient. I mean, if I worked for the prime minister like the bullfighter, who's tried 3 times and never made it, I would try anyway to become. But you don't use terror and the death of people to scare and frighten a country. You don't come here and lecture the president elected by Kenyans and tell him he didn't do his job when he's doing his job. And I want to tell you this. It takes time to defeat terror. I gave you the example of the United Kingdom. You didn't hear me. It took 20 years for the Good Friday Agreement to be signed under the George Mitchell and the involvement of Bill Clinton. Before Arafat died, Bill Clinton was near signing a 2-state solution for the Middle East of Palestine and the Jewish state. People come together as a region, as the world, to fight terror.
Let me ask you this,
and I want to say this. America has caused attacks in Kenya, here in our embassy. Attacks have been happening in Tanzania, worldwide. I do not want ODM or Khalwale or anybody who is politicking on this matter to get away with the fact that terror is a Uhuru Kenyatta problem. Terror is a world problem. It has killed people, men, women, and even Islam. You go and look at the ISIS. ISIS are chopping the heads of aid workers, chopping the heads of women and children. These are animals. These are murderers. And these are people we must condemn. And if you march in their glory and you march against your president, you are committing a treason against yourself because you have no integrity in the lives that are lost. Because they are not lost because of Uhuru Kenyatta. They are lost because of terror and extremism.
Okay.
And we must fight those vices in this country.